I bought the Cinnabon from Wendy's because like everyone's doing Cinnabon. I've got the one from Subway as a churro. It's pretty good. I told them I was like they need a cream dipping sauce. I always go to Taco Bell because they serve Cinnabons all the time. But I went into Wendy's to use the bathroom and it was breakfast time, so I was able to get their Cinnabon stuff, which is different than like what other places have. So theirs is this. It's this like cream just like plopped on the top, and then you got the Cinnabon. It's called a pull apart, and it comes with a knife and a fork. Look, they put it in there like that. So you get it pull apart, right? So you're gonna take it, your knife in your not dominant hand, and your fork in your not dominant hand, and your knife in your dominant hand, and then you cut it, right? But I'm more interested in the flavor. The cream is like super thick, and oh my god, it's so good. And then it's also got like a cinnamon frosting on the top. So this is like an actual cinnamon roll. Yeah, this is an actual cinnamon roll. This is fucking good. Wow. Look at that. Heaven in a cup. And it's warm. You got. Mm-hmm. Yep, this is a proper cinnamon roll. Now I see why they put the frosting in the middle. Because the way I'm pulling it apart with the fork, it's easier to contain it with it in like that. So look at that edge. Oh no. There it goes. Decadent. This is a thick cream too. Yep. Yep, that cinnamon. Oh, it's so good. It's very sweet. But that's our palate in America. Oh my god, so much sugar. It's so good though. For like how much I paid for this? $3.99 after tax. So let's see. The Cinnabon pull apart from Wendy's at this Wendy's is $3.69. Tax is 30 cents, so $3.99. It's a lot of tax. I don't know. Anyways. Well, I guess it's just a lot of money, like $4. Yeah, $4. They put it $3.99, so in your mind you're like, oh, it's like $3, $3. It is $4. Definitely worth my $4 though. Here's the cinnamon. It's good. And the icing is good. It's a nice balance too between the icing and the cinnamon. So, good job, Wendy's. 10 out of 10 on your Cinnabon. I mean, it's not healthy. It's probably not good for the environment, this packaging and shit. But I feel like I got my little $4 worth. That's a lot of sugar. Fast food, that's the standard though, right? A lot of sugar. But in this country, people are like addicted to it. So I'm coming off the addiction myself. I found myself buying these the other night. I used to be really bad about it. When I first started doing DoorDash, I was like, you know what? I'm spending a lot of money on snacks and stuff because I was filling up gas. And so I was like, oh, well, I'll just grab a donut or whatever. Even if it was cheap, it was still like, I would be thinking later on, wow, I just like grabbed a donut for, 69 cents at the gas station and filled up. And now I'm at Walmart. If I had that 69 cents with the rest of my change, I would have like $1.25. I could go in and buy a can of food. But since I already spent that money, now I don't have money to spend, right? So, I started rethinking that. But now that I'm like started this road trip again and I'm like doing this whole Springfield thing, I have just been sucking on the tit of fast food. Just every day, Taco Bell 2-3 times a day some days, Wendy's every day, McDonald's sometimes twice a day, and I'm getting stuff like cookies and strawberry pie. I get baked potato from Wendy's. That's probably the healthiest thing. Sometimes I'll get like a Subway sandwich or something. I'm constantly buying like Monster energy drinks, and sometimes I'll get like Panda Express. But for the most part, since I started this road trip, it's like it's like, okay, road trip, right? Like that's the mentality, road trip. And then I get my phone needs to be plugged in. Like Taco Bell or Burger King or something like that. So and then it becomes like a habit where I'm like, oh, I want more Burger King, I want more, I want more, I want more. And then I'm like, well, Burger King's expensive, so I'll get Taco Bell because it's cheaper. And then I'll be doing that. And then I'm like, well, I've been doing so good, I'll reward myself with Burger King. It's just like all an addiction. So having to work on that because I know it's not good for me. I know it's not good for my body and for my muscles and my bones and my blood and my mental health and all that shit. So I've got to get it together. And yeah. Capital One keeps calling me. I guess I need to like voluntarily give my car up or something. I need to get it to a hotel. So I've got it figured out. I got it figured out. There's these bird bikes that the college kids use to go from their dorms or their apartments or whatever, or their frat house to the college campus, and it's all walkable and stuff. So they have these scooters and they just like leave them outside of like their yoga class while they're in yoga, and they expect them to be there when they come out, right? And so that means these scooters are like actively being used around the city. So that's good. That means I can tap in on that. And the buy-in price I think is like $5-ish. I have enough money, surprisingly. I was able to make enough money last night before I called it quits and was like, I can't because this car is failing and it's not good. So I just want to move on from that. So with the scooters, I could easily do that because I would have to purchase a bag from what's it? Uber Eats. Or, I could just do my own thing instead of spending $11 on one of their bags. I could just spend $11 on something that might suit me better at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like some sort of cooler or food storage system. You know what I mean? And I have stuff from DoorDash. They're expecting me to provide my own gear. Like, that means I have the option to provide whatever I want. I don't have to get the branded. I think people think they have to get the branded. You don't have to get the branded. If they want the branded, they'll send it to you for free, like DoorDash did. Um, so DoorDash, I'm gonna be using your bags for Uber Eats deliveries. I hope that's okay. um, and then yeah, I take it up with Uber Eats though. Like tell them they should be sending us free bags because this is bullshit. Um, yeah. So I got a Rover offer in the area. They're like pretty far in the future because people tend to do that. They put it off to the future, like weeks or months ahead. And I'm just like, that doesn't really make sense. Like, something comes up, right? Like, you have to go to the hospital, or you get some, like, vacation time. You know, it's like the end of the year, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to use my vacation time. Or your kid has, like, a tournament somewhere, so you got to go do that. You know, like, you didn't know if they were going to win or lose. You know, something comes up that you weren't expecting. I would think that would be when you would want a dog walker. Hey, we're going out of town for the weekend because something came up, this conference, this whatever came up. We just need someone to come by and walk our dog while we're out. That seems more like what I was expecting, but what I'm getting is people that are like, oh, you know, like they booked me like 3 months before Christmas, or like they'll book like hella in advance. Surprisingly, I never got any Thanksgiving bookings. Well, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Every holiday I get a booking. I don't get overnight stay every time. It's sometimes just a walk. So that means I have to like drive out there and walk them. But it's different because it's like with my mode of transportation changing, is it really going to be worth it? Because like when I'm doing DoorDash, for example, if I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take this DoorDash, I'll drive over to Wendy's, drive over to the customer, drop it off, and then DoorDash pays me however much money. Let's say they pay me $5. So it's different every single time, right? And it's not always fair, and it doesn't always make sense. But anyways, so they give you the money, and you have that instantly. So I could turn that off, and I have that money. So like, let's say somebody schedules me to walk my dog at like 10 o'clock, to walk their dog like 10 o'clock, and I take that $5 order, and it leaves me near that person's house, right? Because I'm working in that area, anyways. And I'm like, you know what? It's 15 minutes till 10 o'clock. They expect me to be there at 10. I'll go ahead and take my break because they're like 2 minutes up the road. You know what I mean? And then go up the road, walk their dog. But now you have that money that they've paid you for walking their dog on its way. And you can go right back to doing DoorDash and, you know, turn it back on. And boom, you're back on the clock. You're getting paid. You know, so it's like, it makes more sense to do it that way. But if I'm changing my mode of transportation and I'm working in my car, I mean, not in my car, I'm working like on a scooter or a rent bike or something, I can't just have people being like, oh, can you come, you know, let my dogs out at a certain time, because it's like, I don't know if I'll have reliable transportation to get there. But maybe it's the same thing because I'm doing DoorDash, so it's like, I'm in the area, you know, I'll stop what I'm doing when I'm near your house and go walk them when I'm supposed to, and then be done with it and continue getting paid with DoorDash, and then I know my money's coming in from them, you know. So, anyways, I also got money coming in from OnlyFans, which is pretty good. It's not a whole lot of money. Like I've made less than $200 on OnlyFans, but it's pretty good. I like it. I like at first I didn't like how it wouldn't give you your money for like a really long time because I'm used to DoorDash doing it instantly. But it helps when it takes a little while because it's like, well, now I know in the future I'm gonna have that. I'm not just gonna spend it now, you know. But yeah, someone's messaging me on Rover because they want to book me like 3 weeks from now. But it's an overnight stay, so it's like that's cool. I need a place to stay.